Welcome back, folks. We're here to talk about first-person shooter games for you guys that like first-person shooters. I'm Jared. This is my co-host.
Anthony.
Why do you say it like that? Why do you got to make me look bad in front of anybody who's actually listening to this?
We got to get the people going. You got to give them something to look forward to.
Okay. I don't remember what we were talking about last time exactly as far as what game we ended on, because I have a fucking short-term memory. I don't even have any memory. What am I talking about? So why don't you pick one and then we'll go from there.
I love it.
Fuck this game.
I think we ended talking about Medal of Honor, Call of Duty, and Battlefront. And so that would kind of put us on the Metroid Prime path, which I had already kind of talked about it in the last episode of that being a game that really stood out to me. Even though I didn't own the console or the game, that was still something that I really enjoyed. I'm assuming you played not only the one on the GameCube, but probably pretty much all of them, right?
What, the fucking Prime series? My favorite fucking Metroid series? Fuck yeah, I played the fucking shit out of all of them. They announced Prime 4, and I was like, holy shit, we're back, baby! We're fucking back! And that, I was freaked out. Thought it was awesome. Yeah, I fucking played Prime. I love that game. That game puts you in a headspace you didn't even know you had. You sit down and play that fucking game, and you're like, I'm going to run a gun, that's what I'm going to do. Because, you're like thinking Doom. Well, that's what I was thinking. And then you get in this fucking mode where you like get to scan shit and like take your time, look at it, think about like science and shit. I don't know. Felt really, and then the soundtrack is incredible. Love that game.
Yeah, I kind of already spouted my words of praise for that game, but you're exactly right. I think so much gets lost when you talk about a first-person shooter because there's almost like this expectation that goes along with it. Things need to be dark and gritty and almost like to the point of evil. And Metroid Prime was just such a immersive game. The HUD made you feel like you had a helmet on. The soundtrack made you feel like you were on the different worlds, whether it was a tribal beat or kind of a much more monotone, scary type sound. Gosh dang, man. I just remember all three of those games being so good. Like you said, when they announced 4, I don't even own the console to play it, and I'm sitting there going like, well, maybe I should. Let's get in on this.
I was talking to my younger brother one day, and he just randomly started whistling when he was like working on. So I was like at his house, and he was whistling the fucking theme song from Metroid Prime, and I was like, whoa, you been playing Prime again or something? He goes, oh, is that what that is? And I was like, you son of a bitch! I'll beat your ass. How do you not remember that? Fuck! Dude, the other thing that was really cool about the Prime games is they linked up with fucking... Because they always had all this like back and forth between the GameCube and the Game Boy Advance. And they had... You could like get like the fusion armor and stuff. Oh, man. It was so cool. I just loved those storylines for those games. They were just like incredible. I want to play them again. I think they got like some... Well... Nintendo, stop listening for a second. They got some like emulation hack stuff that you can do where you play it with a mouse and keyboard. Come on, put it on the fucking PC. The mouse and keyboard, baby. Nothing beats the mouse and keyboard experience when you play an FPS. Now, I'm sure there's a bunch of controller bros out there that'd be like, whoa. Well, listen, you got to understand, I was a controller guy until I got a PC, and then I just like didn't look back. Now I can barely use a controller. I fucking feel like an old man.
Here's how you fix that. You go on eBay. They don't sell it anymore, so you have to buy it used. You go on eBay and you buy a Steam controller. It's an Xbox controller, but instead of an analog stick, it's got a haptic pad that you use like a mouse. It's going to cost you, well, when I got mine, it was $70. They're probably up to $100 now. It's the best of both worlds. You've got a mouse and a controller, and that's how you should do it. Every game should have that.
You can upgrade. You don't need that. Get a fucking Steam Deck. You'll still have the analog sticks and you'll have the mouse pads.
There you go.
And you can use it as a controller. No, I don't care about that fucking Steam controller anymore. I got a Steam Deck. Fuck off.
Yeah. There you go.
And it lets me live out my fantasy of handheld gaming still. Even though my Switch is right there and it's like, hey, don't you want to play me? I'm like, no! I don't want to fucking play you right now.
We're completely off topic now, but do you consider it handheld gaming when the thing that you're holding is the size of a loaf of bread?
Yes! It's in my hands. It's not very heavy. Yeah, it's fucking handheld. No, you're right though. The Steam Deck versus the Switch, right? Like one is a fucking computer and the other one is a shitty console. That was harsh.
You can listen again, Nintendo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tune back in, Nintendo. We love you. Please send me games. I'm fucking poor. I want to play that fucking. You know what game I want to play on the Switch? Fucking Hyrule Warriors. I didn't buy it when it came out. It's a fucking Muso game, so Dynasty Warriors. But it's fucking Zelda. And you get to play as fucking Ganondorf. Fucking Ganondorf!
Are we far enough in that we can hear your Ganondorf rant?
No.
Okay.
That's for another time.
Okay,
but yes,
good.
I have a fucking rant. Tomorrow, maybe. Next time.
Okay, next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next time we'll talk about fucking Zelda games. And then you can listen to me draw the hard line in the sand.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, I hate you. And I'll be like, Ganondorf was right. Fuck you, goddamn Hillians.
That's what our next episode will be. We'll just take 20 minutes each and we'll both rant for 20 minutes.
We'll call it the Rant Apocalypse. We're starting 2 new podcasts and we're just going to be like answering each other in hour-long format.
Yeah.
You'll have to sync them up. Start them when 1, 2, 3, start them. I don't know if I can remember what we're talking about because I got fucking pissed off.
We just finished Metroid Prime. We're on Half-Life.
Okay, no, fuck Half-Life. I didn't play it. I need to.
Okay.
No, you can talk about Half-Life if you want to. I don't know.
I thought it was really good. Obviously, it was very influential in gaming history. Way too cerebral. 8 out of 10.
Too much water?
Too much water.
I have it. I have Half-Life 2. I still haven't played. It's in the same fucking boat as the Fear series. I bought all the Fear games because I was like, I love old FPS games. I told myself, and I bought them. And then I was 6 hours into Fear 1. And I was like, how have I not beat this yet? I suck. I suck again.
Well, if we're gonna go on to rants, I'll go on my rant.
Go ahead.
You shouldn't remake good games. You should remake bad games. And Fear is the perfect opportunity to take a game that was buggy, didn't sell very well, and the story was a 10 out of fucking 10. It was amazing. I love the Fear series. It is my jam. That like cosmic horror, that really scary first-person shooter where stuff's popping out at you. You got some creepy girl in your ear telling you what to do. You got psychic powers throwing people around. Oh, yeah. I'm in, baby.
This is bullshit.
I'm in. Remake Fear.
This is bullshit. I played 6 hours of Fear. I didn't see none of that.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I'll play it, I guess. Fuck off. No, what was I going to say? I fucking forgot.
I don't know.
Don't matter. What?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Tune in next time for next week's podcast.
Yeah, fucking turn it off. I'm fucking pissed. I'm fucking bad. Okay? Ganondorf. No, we're not doing that tonight. Hold it. Okay, same vein. BioShock. Tell me. I played like up to the part where you get the juice in you and you start shocking people, and then I ran out of steam playing it because I was like, it's too scary. I get too scared, folks. I'm fucking scared. Okay? He's talking about, hey, you should play Fear. No, I don't want to. It sounds scary. Tell me, BioShock.
If you are too scared to play BioShock, I would highly recommend watching a Let's Play. BioShock 1 and 2 are probably some of the best storytelling in games. And I'm not being facetious. I'm not trying to like upsell these older games. I genuinely think it's one of the best stories in a first-person shooter. And then in 2, it doubles down. It's even better. And the third one was good. I think that is almost a separate game. I think they could have probably called it something different other than BioShock. But I still think it's on that same level of incredible storytelling with a twist that you can almost see coming from the very beginning, but it still hurts when it happens. And I thought all 3 of those games were complete masterpieces. I think you can buy them on Steam for like all 3 for $10 or something. Heck, I think you can probably get them for free, well, quote unquote free on like PlayStation Plus. I highly recommend those 3 games. I thought they were all amazing.
I got Bioshock 1 for free on Epic.
Yeah.
So I got it. No, I watched Josh play Bioshock. I watched him play most of it. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing the end. I don't remember it. I'm not going to lie. That's not a lie. I don't remember. You know what I was going to say? I remember what I was going to say about Fear. You said it was not a good game and deserves a remake because the story's 10 out of 10. That's a good game.
Yes.
You're talking about a sleeper getting remade. I like that. How much of that is get on my lawn, kids? Come play these old games with us. That's what we're talking about.
Well, exactly. And maybe I didn't explain myself properly. When I said it was a janky game, 10 out of 10 on the story, I mean the game is literally broken to where like some quests will bug and it will break the game and you can't finish the game. I genuinely think Fear was very good environmental storytelling as well back in a time period where that wasn't really a thing. Half-Life kind of did that too, where you don't need to always tell the player what's happening. You can just show them things on, like if you see a trail of blood leading to a door, are you the type of person who wants to go to the door, or are you the type of person who turns around and goes the other way? Like, that's a good thing that you should present to the player. Are you willing to follow the trail of blood to see what caused it? Or are you the type of person who's like, nope, don't need to go in there. Probably something bad in there. Not going to do it. So yeah, we are jumping around a little bit now because we're getting full on our rants.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Go ahead, get mad, get on our lawn. Those games were good. Remake them, cowards. Stop remaking Halo and start remaking those games.
You talking about environmental storytelling, and then we wanted to talk about these games because we're trying not to, because they technically are first-person games, the Elder Scrolls games. But I was thinking Thief Gold. You can buy that game for like $1. And oh man, that game is incredible. Instead of getting a real map, you get like a fucking like hand-drawn map. Looks like the guy is drawing it as he's going sometimes. But you'll get like a map. Somebody in the game gives you the map. And then you just have to know where to go. You have to know where you are in the map. And then you have to look around to steal stuff. It's fucking awesome. Thief is amazing.
This is going to sound very antiquated and dumb compared to what you have in games today. I want you to imagine a game where you are a thief, and instead of killing everybody in a room, you douse the torches and the light in the room. The guy goes over to relight it, and while he has his back turned, you slip out into the next room, and that's how you beat that room. Like, that's good game design. That's especially back then when, the graphics all look like potatoes, and if you could get your AI to stand where you wanted them to, that was good game design. That was fun. That was so much fun back then.
You can go down a YouTube rabbit hole on Thief and how they designed their unique stealth system. It was so fucking cool. You actually produce sound in the game when your character does stuff. The AI responds to the sound. It's not like I don't know if there was anything like it at the time. And that's why it was so cool. I don't know it that well, so maybe go watch some videos while you're eating your dinner.
Yeah, go watch somebody that knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, don't listen to us. Shit, what am I talking about? Hold on, let me Google some shit.
Yeah.
No, talking about scary games. We were talking about multiplayer games. The other FPS game that I played before like the invention of Fortnite, which I didn't play Fortnite. Sorry, guys. I played Left 4 Dead. I played those games. They were incredibly fun, but that game still there's something about zombies that just innately make me scared, even though that game is like fun. I bet you if those monsters were anything else, like they were just like fucking orcs or something, I wouldn't be scared of that. But it's because they're zombies, and I'm like, ugh, I'm gonna die now, probably.
See, I'm the exact opposite way. It's not that I'm desensitized to them. I love zombie movies and games. I love them, like cherish them in my heart. That is one of my favorite genres of games. And so it's not even that I'm scared of them. It's more that I like respect, because Left 4 Dead was kind of one of the very first ones that had specialty zombies, where you've got the big hulking one that runs through and you've got the ones that grab you. And that, to me, it wasn't so much that it was scary. It was that it felt real. You know what I mean? Like the zombies were adapting and changing and getting better with you. So you were leveling up your guns and your tactics and your strategy. And I think the I'll go on my soapbox rant here. The reason why I stopped liking the Walking Dead TV show was because it stopped being about the zombies. Left 4 Dead never stops being about the zombies. They are the enemy. So if you can't be scared by one zombie, then we're going to put you in a room with 100 zombies. If you can't be scared by 100 zombies, then we're going to start putting specialty zombies in the game. And to me, that's just genius game design. And it was one of the most incredible multiplayer. I don't even know if you can consider that like multiplayer game. I guess it is like PvE. It was incredible. I loved Left 4 Dead.
Them witches were so fucking scary.
Yes.
Ah, man, I don't remember. Did those games use like your in-game, like to use your mic? Like if you made noise, the zombies would like if you were talking. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think you're right. They had sound recognition, so if you were talking, they would aggro to you. I think it did.
I'm pretty sure I was always getting us killed because of that. I'd be like, oh, a fucking tank over there!
Yeah, I think they had like light recognition. They had light recognition, so if you had your flashlight on, they could see you. And I think they had sound where if you were talking to your teammates, they would aggro. I think that's right.
Wait, you were telling me last time before we started about Metro. You want to tell me about that? Tell me about another scary game?
Yeah, here's another scary first-person shooter. So I believe, don't quote me on this, I think this came from a book series. And I want to say it was a Russian author who made the series, the Metro series. And it's essentially what happens is there's an apocalypse on Earth, and the humans go underground to kind of survive. And so in Russia, they travel around the Metro series. That's how they get to sit from city to city. And oh my gosh, if you want to talk about horror first-person shooters, it's one of the best. The guns are all homemade. So it's not like you have an AK-47 and you can hold it and it's like, oh, I know what that is. That's a real gun. You have like these pipe weapons, like almost like you're playing Fallout, and they look like they would break if you use them too much. Ammo is scarce to the point where it's almost used as like a currency. It's set in Russia, so everybody's, drinking vodka and being rambunctious hooligans, and it's just an incredible series. I did not play the newest one, but I did play 2033, and I also played Last Light. But I have not played the newest one because, again, just like Jared, I refuse to spend money on games that I will never be able to play.
Yeah, we're at the age now where if we buy a game, we just look at it. Yeah. It's pretty. It's right there. I'll play it sometimes when I can, which is never. We could be playing a game right now, but instead we're making this for you guys.
Turds. Oh,
Jesus. Okay, the other game that Crysis was a game that was made. I gotta stop building up to the name of a game. I don't know. Anyway, Crysis, right? That game was supposed to be. I'm pretty sure it was like a tech demo kind of thing.
Yep.
Oh man, did you ever play that game?
I sure did. Actually,
Oh my god!
So back in the day, kids, back when you used to finish building a computer, you would run these things called benchmarks to see if your rig was strong enough to play games. And one of the games that you had to see was, could it run Crysis? And oh my gosh, man! First of all, the graphics were amazing. It was essentially a tech demo, like you said, where they built the engine first from, I want to say like high-res photos, and they were just like, well, we'll just take the highest resolution that we can, and if it is hard to run, people can just deal with it. And it looked amazing. The gameplay was really fun. You had these Crysis suits where you would use your mouse wheel to trigger different superpowers, so you could have like super strength, super speed, super defense, invisibility cloak. It was just really, really fun. And then obviously it had environmental destruction and all of that good stuff that I always love in first-person shooters. It was one of the first games where I was just like, this is pretty.
I don't know how you played that game, but I played that game like sneak up, grab the dudes, throw him in the air, shoot him with the shotgun. I said, pull, boom.
This is not a joke. You would grab the enemies. I had never seen this before in a video game. You would grab the enemies and they would wince, like their faces would wince in pain. And I remember just holding a guy for like 5 minutes and just be like, wow. And then you just threw him off a cliff.
She looks real. Yeah, because they would die as soon as you threw them. It wasn't as cool. I wanted there to be some enemies that also had a crisis suit on or whatever, that'd be fucking sick. I didn't play the other ones. Did you play any of the other ones?
Yes. So I played 2. I think they made 3 of them, and I played 1 and 2, but I did not play 3. And I think actually in 2 you do fight somebody in a crisis suit. I think one of the guys goes crazy and you have to like take him down, which was a really fun fight. I remember that. But the problem was they started getting really heavy into multiplayer, and I stink at multiplayer, so I didn't play it.
We're talking about FPS games. They have to have multiplayer.
Yeah.
Even Doom and Doom Eternal have multiplayer. I don't know who's fucking playing it. Because it's not me. Well, we didn't talk about Heretic. I think you wanted to talk about that. We should probably talk about that for a minute. I didn't play Heretic. It's on my list of go back and play this piece of history. Came out around Doom era.
For anybody who doesn't know what the game is, essentially it's Doom reskinned. So kind of in that Wolfenstein vein. But instead of having guns, you have magic powers. And again, that's kind of counterintuitive to what I normally like. I much more prefer kind of that Doom versus magic system, or, Fallout versus Elder Scrolls. But for whatever reason, it was just really cool. I think it was because you almost played like, not necessarily a bad guy, but you played kind of like a anti-hero type character who, I'm butchering the story here, but I want to say you just go through and kill other wizards and stuff like that. But I just remember the spells being really cool. Much like in Doom, where you were talking about cycling through your guns. You run out of ammo, so you just cycle to the next gun. Imagine doing that, but you're a wizard and you just do that for your spells. Like I ran out of mana on Fireball, so I just go to an ice spell or a lightning spell, and you just go to the next one. And that was really fun. I know they made more than one, but I think I only ever played the first one. And to be honest with you, I think I maybe played it on Steam. I'm trying to remember when that would have been. I think I played it on Steam as opposed to the original release hardware.
I found out about Heretic because I was like, oh, it'd be cool if Doom had like spellcasting and shit. That would be sick.
And that's, in all seriousness, I think that's where a lot of games came from, where somebody would play Doom and they'd be like, oh, it would be really cool. And then they just did it. They made it. And then it was very cool.
The list here goes on, but what I really want to jump into is because we played this together. We played 2 and 3, the Borderlands games together. And that was probably the most recent of those kind of games that I've played. Because I've not gone back into that genre except for Doom, but the next Doom game's not out yet, so I don't know how I feel about Doom guy with a shield. Some people are pumped, some people aren't. I'm just like, he would just throw it and lose it and be like, where'd my shield go?
That, in my mind, that's what Doom guy would do. If you handed him a shield, he would chuck it at somebody and then leave it.
Since when is Doom guy a fucking paladin anyway?
Yeah.
He's a fucking barbarian.
Exactly.
Come on. Oh, well, he's respecking. That's fine. I'll try it.
Try to reel you back in here from your rage. Borderlands, we played Borderlands 2 and 3 together. In my mind, that is much more our speed when it comes to first-person shooters, where it's set in kind of like a fantastical world, and it's, for all intents and purposes, it's an RPG disguised as a first-person shooter, where you can build your character up and get abilities, eventually getting capstones that completely break the game. I don't remember. What did you play in Borderlands 3? What was your character?
Was
it Claptrap?
In Borderlands 2, I played Psycho in Borderlands 2, and in 3 I played that robot guy.
Claptrap.
I remember his name.
Yeah.
No, Claptrap was... I played him in pre-sequel.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And it was, fucking, what's his name? Flack?
Yeah,
I think?
Yep, Flack. Because you could summon the robots. It was your pet class.
I wouldn't look. Yeah, it's Flack. It's because he's the robot. I want to be the robot or the berserker. Yeah. Let me be one of them.
we literally just did an episode on Hoosier, Maine, and that's...
Hoosier,
Maine! And that's that. Oh, man. Ticked all of the boxes for you. Is pet class? Check. Is giant robot man? Check. Yeah. I'll have it.
He was really funny. The other thing about the Borderlands games, it marries our love for builds,
yes,
and equipment. Like fucking fiddling, min-maxing, and seeing if we can make some stupid build that shouldn't work work, because it's fun.
Well, let's be honest. The genesis of this podcast started playing that game, we were grinding for legendary weapons, which we didn't need.
Yeah.
We didn't need these guns. We were getting multiple copies to give to our friends so that they could have a copy of the guns. And we would just sit for hours and kill bosses looting for guns and just talk about random topics and talk about one day we're going to have a podcast.
Yeah, we could make one. It'd be fun. We could record our topics and think about them again. Fuck.
And now it's this.
Yeah, there's another Borderlands game that we haven't played. It's the Tiny Tina one.
Oh yeah,
we
true.
Get that. Play that. We should.
We should.
It's literally what we've been asking for that game. D&D themed Borderlands. Although I like the guns.
Yeah.
I like the silliness. I don't give a shit about the story. The story sucks in Borderlands, okay? I don't... Are people sit out there... Somebody send me a fucking email or whatever the fucking thing we're doing here. Tell me what's good about the fucking Borderlands story so I can send you one back. Shut the fuck up!
Shoot Melon a fax if you think
what gun you got?
If you think Borderlands sucks, shoot Melon a fax. He wants to know.
Yeah. Yeah, actually build onto my rage. Send me why you think it sucks. And I will send you an email back that says good. Good, Melon, like that.
That's what this podcast is listening. Let's go full Space Coast, coast to coast, and just have a guest on and we can argue with them.
Oh my God. Dude, oh my God, that would be... No, we're doing that. I'll be Brack.
Yeah.
No, is it Brack?
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's Brack. Hey, is he funny looking? Tell him he smells. Fucking love Space Coast, bro. Oh my God. So, this is totally fucking off topic. I've been watching old 90s cartoons while I sit around at night now after you and I have been. And so hour 32 of the day.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there watching that old shit, and I stumbled upon this fucking Space Ghost where the voice actor of Space Ghost is in his costume and he's going around talking to people. Oh, fuck. That was awesome. I was like, more. That was completely off the rails. We were talking about FPS games, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're building up. The reason I'm getting angrier is because we're getting closer to this. This is where we're going to end, actually. Let's just stop the podcast.
No,
we don't need to do this.
We got one more game, I think.
Let me out!
We got one more game, I think.
Fucking... Team Fortress 2. Let's talk about that first. Team Fortress... No, come on! No. Oh, fucking... All right, it's fucking Overwatch. We had an incredible time playing. Honestly, okay, Overwatch was the first game that you and I, had reconnected on and started playing games together on. We had, over the years, played on and off in gaming, but Lemon had pulled me into Overwatch, and somehow, I think we were trying to get Bryce to play with us, but he just was unavailable. But you were like, I got a computer. I'll play that game with you guys, and we could all get on and talk. And then we started our little Overwatch journey into hell. I went from a sweet melon to a salted one, which most people like to eat a salted watermelon. Mm-hmm. So here we are.
Yeah.
Fuck! It was a good time, though. It was a good roll. It was a good run.
It was. It was incredible. So we're doing the game a disservice. For anybody that doesn't know, it's a team-based game. 6 people on a team.
Who doesn't know?
It was 6.
Email me.
It was 6. I don't know.
Fuck!
He's getting worked up because we're getting closer and closer.
I'm gonna get a P.O. box. Send me a fucking snail mail. I didn't know about Overwatch till your podcast. I'll send you a mail back. Good.
We are not ones to frequent the ranked play. We much prefer the calmer, chiller, low pressure, low expectations of booping, of knocking people off the map, enviros, some would call.
He called the boops enviros. I'll never fucking get over that. Fucking, you guys only do enviros, me and you just fucking frog and hogging like.
So I would play Roadhog with the hook. He would play, what's his name, Lucio, the frog boy, You literally skating around. I don't think you ever touched the floor during any games. I think you were constantly skating around on the walls. He would boop them in.
I wasn't playing.
I would hook them in. To the point where we got better at that than we did with our main characters. We had our ranked characters that we played. We were very serious about the game. We were watching tutorials and we were recording our clips and studying them. We were very heavily invested in this game. But secretly we had this kind of like frog and hog obsession about Enviros. The reason that we are both so upset about this game, we busted our asses, and I'm not saying this hypothetically or anything like that. We literally busted our asses. We were coming home from work, getting straight on the game, practicing, aim training, and then as soon as all three of us could get on, we were logging straight into ranks. You would go into your placements, we would get placed, and then we would climb the ranks for that season. I was normally better, I think because of the role that I played, I would get ranked higher. I would get more kills because I was a tank, and so I was there in the action more than they were. So obviously that was a point of, I guess, banter that we had where, hey, I'm a little bit higher than you guys, if maybe you wanted to catch up, to the point where I had someone call me out. This is my anger point where somebody said, well, that's really kind of a bronze mistake. I'm in gold, buddy. And then,
chasing kills.
Chasing kills. Yeah. And so, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked telling stories here. So I climbed all the way up to platinum, which started in gold, climbed to platinum. I think you guys went from bronze and silver all the way up to gold, both of you, right? And in one fateful night, all of us fell from our ranks all the way down back to bronze. I mean, I'm talking about like months of climbing rank, and we fell to bronze. And I can't tell you the kick in the nuts that it was. I mean, the closest thing that I can like relate it to, imagine your girlfriend coming home and saying, I cheated on you. And then she like takes the dog and walks out. Like that's the closest thing. Like I was heartbroken. I uninstalled the game. This is not a joke. This is not an exaggeration. I uninstalled the game, turned it off, and I did not play it again until a couple of months ago. They had kind of like the classic Overwatch thing, and I went back in and played it. I have never been more mad or upset in my life.
I've never taken an X back. Fuck off. That's what I say to this entire thing. I didn't log back into classic fucking Overwatch. What do I look like? An idiot? Fool me once, shame on you. Fuck off. No. First of all, no, I'm done. That's it.
Is that it? Has our rant simmered out into we're done here?
I got nothing to say.
Good.
About the climb and the fall. Yeah. There's not really anything to say but get good.
Yeah, get good.
That's really what it was. And I realized I couldn't get good, so I left. And I didn't look back. And like you said, I uninstalled. And this is the great and grand journey of our FPS adventures. The end.
Yeah, literally why none of us play first-person shooters. The hero's journey, the hero's journey, the Iliad and the Odyssey, like the hero's climb, and we got to the very peak, the very height of the mountain, and we saw the finish line. We saw paradise. And then it was ripped out from underneath of us. And here we are in hell.
So what paradise?
Burning for our sins. Fuck you, Overwatch. Fuck you, Papa Jeff. What are you going to do about it? Fuck you. Go ahead, take our Nintendo sponsorship. What are you going to do?
Yeah, our Nintendo sponsorship. I spit on the horde.
Jeez, freaking! I literally have a headache thinking about it. I'm getting a migraine thinking about it.
No, you want to know? You were explaining the game. You ran past me like I did in Overwatch. All I was really doing when I played Lucio was wall riding. It was so much fun. That mechanic was so fun. That was the mechanic for me. There was no gun in the game that I liked. I hated all the weapons. Maybe Reinhardt's hammer. I like that.
Yeah.
But they didn't have my like mechanic for an FPS game. They like refused to put it in, I'm sure, because of fucking Call of Duty nerds or something. I don't know. No shotguns. No, yeah, we'll do the shotguns on fucking rip. No. It did not function the same. If I'm 2 feet from you and I pull the trigger and you don't die, and I pull it again and you don't die, that's not a shotgun.
Yeah, I want you to understand how far you have to fall from grace for it to be a mech game where you play as a literal Gundam piloted by a small Korean woman, and I say, no thank you, sir.
You can take that game and shove it up your ass.
Your ass.
Oh, yeah? They tried to reskin a game filled with skins. They tried to fucking reskin it and sell it to us and called it Marvel Rivals. Fuck off all the way off.
We will not be playing that game.
No, we won't play that game. We won't play Paladins. We won't play none of that shit.
The seething rage. I'm going to be completely honest here. I want to give you, we've talked about our backgrounds in gaming and all of that stuff. I've never punched a monitor. I've never broken a controller. I've never done any of that stuff. I am a very even-keeled person. I normally live, if you got a 1 to 10 scale on emotions, I'm a 4 to a 6. I hover in that mid section. I don't get too tilted. I was tilted playing Overwatch. I was furious. I said some things in chat that I'm not proud of.
You're not anymore. You sound it. I am.
No, I have taken the style of the monk. I've let that go.
No, you didn't.
I am now a being of light. Your monetary value holds no sway over me.
Sure. Well,
really?
I think we hit most of the list on this FPS ride, Red Rocket ride into the fucking sun. Really, we were just building you up, folks, so that we could trap you and get you to listen to our Overwatch rant. All you out there enjoy your
No, fuck you. If you enjoy Overwatch, fuck you. That's my stance.
I know how you talk to the chat. You know what? Like, it broke me for ranked play in games, but I was playing, well, this is going to sound really stupid. Ranked play in fucking Final Fantasy XIV's PvP is, I don't know, it's serious among the people that do it in the game, which is very niche, okay? Like, who's logging into Final Fantasy XIV to do ranked PvP? I know a whole group of them, and they love it, but I was watching this guy. He's really cool. I'll say his first gamer tag name. His name's Rum, and he was doing ranked play, and he was getting like so many toxic things happening to him, and he was like, that just reminds me to do better. And like, I don't think that you and I are cut from the same cloth of what it takes to be in ranked play with people who are toxic, as that is their culture, and they like it. They don't mind it. Whereas that fucking triggers me so hard because I'm such a fucking pansy, I think is what it is. I don't know.
We had this is not a joke. We had a process where we would report people who would either, let's just say, slay racial slurs or would vilify somebody on the team. We would report them. And it got so bad where we would log in and it would say, you'd get the little pop-up that would say, hey, thanks for reporting so-and-so. They've been banned for, a week. We would have to clear through those for like 5 minutes before we could start the game, where it was just so many people were saying racial slurs at us, and you would just have to ban them constantly. Well, out into the ether, I guess.
Yeah, at anyone. It could be people on our team saying it, and I would fucking report them. No, homosexual slurs, racial slurs, fucking any kind of shit like that. I have no tolerance for. I have zero tolerance for that kind of shit. That sets me all the way off. Now I'm going to get emails, N-words and fucking homosexual slurs. Don't send me those, folks. I'll report you to Papa Jeff. I'll call him up. I got him and Papa Yoshi on speed dial.
Yeah, no racial slurs. No Breath of the Wild is the best Zelda game.
I'll kill you. How dare. We're not to that episode yet. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be a side quest. This is we'll call it. I love this idea. We're gonna do side quests where we spend 20 minutes in one of us rants or both.
Yeah, I like it.
You fucking tune in for side quests, folks. Fuck off. Look, this podcast has turned into just a shit show. All right.
Yeah,
Get too bad. Getting too
Yeah,
mad.
it's over.
Next time, we're going to be nice.
Well, we'll be nicer.
Maybe. All right. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
On Who's Your Main?
I'm not.
Hold on. We forgot to talk about fucking Halo. Hey, we ended this. We're recording, by the way, now. We forgot to fucking talk about Halo in the FPS fucking. Did you play Halo?
Nah, I didn't play it. Did you?
Me neither. Just stop it. No, I'm just kidding. I fucking played all of them. I was so bad about Overwatch, I forgot to fucking talk about fucking Halo. That's nothing. What am I gonna say here? They were like, what if Doom guy, but against aliens, and also he's fucking Metal Gear Solid guy with a woman in his head. I remember people talking about this game at lunchtime and describing the flood, and I was so scared. And then I got into the game, and it was just mowing them down. I was like, this isn't scary at all. This is pretty fucking cool, actually. I don't know. They're very iconic games. The reason, I think, is they were on the Xbox and all the Xbox bros, because it was console wars, right? And the Xbox, its big thing was the Halo. And we had the Xbox, and I remember people coming over and hooking up 2 Xboxes to do 4-on-4s. I remember doing that. So I think it was just really pushing that multiplayer front for us console jockeys back then. Yeah, I can't believe we fucking forgot to talk about it. That's it.
You know what games were better than Halo?
What?
Time Splitters.
Fuck
Those
off.
were the games. Those were the games that were better than Halo.
Hey.
Give me Time Splitters over Halo any day.
Yeah, but was it 4-player?
Sure.
You shut up.
No, I don't think it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, comment down below if they were 4-player. So I can
Comment
tell
down
you to
below
shut
who
up.
your main is in Overwatch.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fight. Oh, what are you, a fucking widow man in a game that has no room for a goddamn sniper? No, that's it. We were just coming back to talk about Halo. Now we're gonna fucking log out.
See ya.
See ya.